Okay, just want to shoot a quick video here to show the new programming procedure on the SSR4 with the updated firmware that seems to fix the bug that was in the previous firmware where it would not hold the starting address. Same process as before. There's the SSR4. There's the Linux dongle. And we've already got the PIC in the SSR4 flashed with the new firmware. And we're just going to program a start address real quick. First thing that you want to do in Vixen, on the top toolbar, this third row of icons from the top, you'll see a little button here on the end. It'll be kind of hard to see in the camera, but it'll be the second button from the end. It'll switch it from being a percentage value to an intensity level. And what you want is the intensity level. And the little icon will turn to a pound symbol when you have it set for intensity. Again, it's just a kind of a key step. So next thing you want to do is just click on this little top toolbar right next to right where it says Channels 512. It'll say the Test Channels button, and you'll get what you see here. Now, the profile that's been loaded into Vixen is just a 512 channel test profile. And the easiest way to do this is, if you're going to use starting addresses between 1 and 255, is just to use the test channels box. It will allow you to really quickly set the starting channel without having to make up a scheme and things of that nature. Now, if you're going to be using start channels that are above 255, then you have to do it the original way, where you create a profile and take channel 1 and set it at 255, and then take the remainder and set your channel 2 intensity with the remainder. But again, I'm just going to do this at start channel 100 so I can kind of use the test channels features to just hurry things along a bit. Now I'm going to take and you can see my slider here didn't update, so I'm going to close back out of that. I'm going to come back up and click this icon again. And you'll notice that it now changed to a percent symbol. So this time when we launch test channels, you'll see that we have a 255 on the slider now, which is what we're looking for. So I'm going to set this slider to be a value of 100. So again, intensity 100. And there we go. And I'm going to say I want to output on channel 1. So it's pretty much the same programming practice that you'll read in the manual, with the exception of we're just using the test channels utility. Once we have all that set, my power strip, I'll turn on my power strip here, and you'll see that I'm outputting on channel 1 at the intensity level of 100. Now, while that is running, and be careful when you do this, you want to grab this jumper right here, which is your operate program jumper. I'll try to keep this in the frame, but it's hard to do because I got to hold this with 2 hands. Move this over to the programming side for about 3 seconds. You'll notice when you do that, the little light string went out. Now on some of these I've had the lights not go out, and on some of the lights do go out. Either way, once you've got it moved over there for about 3 seconds, again, let me grab this jumper. I'll move it back over to operate. Got it? Now once you got that back over to operate, just go ahead and unplug the SSR at that point. I'm going to just turn it off with the power strip. And I found using a power strip's a lot easier than messing around with plugging and unplugging plugs. But turn it off for a couple seconds. Back over to operate. Turn it back on. You'll notice that your lights are out. Now, you'll notice the whole time I did this, I did not stop Vixen from outputting test channels. But you'll notice when I turn it back on, I don't have any output, even though that is still selected to channel 1. Now, if you want to test it, remember we set it to 100. I'm going to scroll down the channel 100 here, and if everything went well, as soon as I check this, I should have my lights. So that confirms that this particular controller has been set to use a start channel of 100, and that's just the really quick down and dirty on how to get that done. So it's pretty much the same programming procedure that was in the old manual, with the exception of get your test sequence running first in Vixen, turn on the controller. While it's on, move the jumper to operate, 3 seconds, turn the controller off, put the jumper back, strike that, I'm getting tongue twisted here. But when your test sequences or programming sequence is running, turn the SSR on, move the jumper from operate to program for 3 seconds, turn the SSR off, put the jumper back on operate, turn the SSR back on. And at that point, your start channel should be programmed. And again, you can confirm using the test channels button, and that's it in a really quick nutshell.